Alright, so I get here to the Red Mile and there's a space encounter, so we're gonna see what this is.
This is a commercial passenger transport liner wanting to alert you about hostiles in the system.
Appreciate the warning.
It's our company's policy. Us friendlies have got to watch each other's backs out here. Safe travels, stranger.
That was it, huh?
Looks clear. Initiate operating sequence.
Think I could do quite well on the Red Mile. I think together, the two of us could do very well.
Let's go check it out.
Whatever you have to say, I don't give a shit.
Hey, instances like that just annoy me because I wasn't going to say anything to that person. So perhaps that line could have been held off unless I tried
So
to
a bit
talk
more
to them.
legal now, I suppose, but hardly more civilized.
No footprints in the snow.
Bullshit. You didn't think we'd notice that you tried to slip away without paying your check?
I was just going out for some fresh air. I even told the bartender. You can ask her yourself.
Fresh air, huh? On a planet with no atmosphere.
That's enough, Stalker. Lower your weapon. We don't shoot guests over a misunderstanding. Sir, please return to your table. It's bad practice to leave our establishment without paying your bill first. If you need some fresh air, pay up, go outside, and come back in and start a new check when you're ready.
I'm sorry, but I didn't think it would be a problem.
You were wrong. Dead wrong.
That's enough. I think the gentleman understands. Now let's all go back inside, shall we? And Stalker, you and I are going to talk about this later.
I can't wait. Let me be clear. You start something, every one of us in here will make sure to end it.
Please, enjoy your time here at the Red Mile. Ah, a new face. I wonder, is this the face of a brave runner here to challenge the Red Mile? Or simply one seeking a respite from the burdens of life? My name is May, and I'm the proprietor of this establishment, home of the famous Red Mile. I assume you're familiar.
Red Mile? Never heard of it.
Never heard of it. Never heard of it? I won't even ask how that's possible. You're in for a treat, then. The Red Mile is the settled system's most exciting sporting event. Brave contestants from all corners of the galaxy come here to try their luck in a deadly race to the finish. Those that survive are celebrated as champions. Those that don't are quickly forgotten. I'm happy to answer any other questions you might have. In the meantime, please enjoy our world's famous hospitality.
So, what is this place?
A rather open-ended question, but I'll do my best. Red Mile was once a notorious haven for the criminal underworld. Thieves, shipjackers, mercenaries, and smugglers would come here to do business, get drunk, and gamble. I cleaned the place up when I took over. I made it, if not quite a family destination, at least a safer one. Red Mile still offers a unique, exciting experience, but our clientele has improved considerably, and we offer a wider range of services.
How'd you clean this place up?
I was fortunate to be born into a wealthy family. I used those resources to build an extensive network of contacts across the settled systems. Suffice it to say, I had to call in more than a few favors, but with patience and perseverance, I was able to realize my vision. And now, at last, Red Mile is truly a must-see destination for any who wish to experience it for themselves.
Why all the effort to turn this place around? What's in it for you?
Because I see the potential for Red Mile to become one of the most unique and popular travel destinations in the settled systems. Because I want to leave a legacy and be remembered for creating something as unique as it is lucrative. Or perhaps it's because, like so many runners who come here to test themselves, I relish a challenge. I suppose there's no single reason. Let's just say that I feel it's my calling. Do enjoy your stay.
I'm on duty. Let's get the hell out of my face.
I can't believe Donovan Reese is actually here in this bar. He's a legend.
Hey, back off. Wait a minute. Judging by the wide-eyed and clueless look on your face, I'm guessing you're the new deputy.
Things are going smoothly, I trust?
I'm a little preoccupied, to be honest.
I'm neither wide-eyed nor clueless.
We'll find out, won't we? Well, your timing couldn't be worse. I've spent weeks trying to crack this smuggling ring, and I'm about to take a very important meeting.
This is a wonderful beginning to an assignment.
Difficult position. Were it any other patron, I'd insist on firmer measures. Mr. Reese, however...
Lose the attitude. We're working together, and that's that.
At least you've got a little backbone. I don't have time to catch you up, so you're gonna have to follow my lead. I'm about to meet with a contact who might be able to give me vital information about the smuggling ring. If you play your cards right and don't do anything stupid, she might be able to help you find Marco. If you're ready, my contact is here and waiting.
Let's go meet.
Follow me.
Here to bask in my glory,
I think that might be Donovan Reese. I dislike him intensely.
Yeah, well, things changed. Take a seat.
Let's hear it, dear.
So you're working with Autumn, huh? Who are you?
It can be brutes, no question about it. It's partially why I hired them.
I'm a good friend of Autumn's. She was thrilled to see me.
Wait, Autumn has friends?
Like hell. The deputy here is interested in meeting Marco to talk about that mercenary company he's been funding. Since part of that money is coming from his smuggling operation, We're working together.
So you're investigating the first? Why?
Capitulating to a bully only encourages them. If you want to get their attention and earn their respect, a show of strength.
Trying to take land from farmers, and I want to know why.
Seems like a strange thing for a mercenary company to be doing.
I guess an introduction is in order. Like Marco, Jade here is the head of a small smuggling cartel. Difference is her crew stays out of Freestar Collective space, while Marco's group operates exclusively within it.
Except now he's looking to expand his operation, and he started moving in on my territory.
Why do you stay out of Freestar Collective space?
Because it might get a little awkward if my sister here had to arrest me.
Well, it'd be a shame if Marco put you out of business, wouldn't it?
If you think this gives you some kind of leverage, you're wrong. Sure, he might slow me down for a while, but a little competition won't break me.
Help me find him.
That's exactly what this meeting is about. Look, the bad news is, Marco's incredibly paranoid. He never stays in one place for long. The good news is, I know how to find him.
But you're not going to tell us yet because you want something.
I want the same thing you do. I want Marco out of the picture. But like I said, getting a meeting with him can be damn near impossible. One of the few people who can arrange such a meeting is right here at Red Mile.
May Divine. We've suspected for some time that Red Mile was a meeting place for smugglers. If she's in business with Marco, she won't give him up easily.
I can be very persuasive.
Yeah, well, so can she. I can tell you right now what she's gonna want, because it's the same thing she always wants. She wants runners. It's how she makes most of her money. Of course, people that hard-blooded aren't easy to find.
Yeah, well, I'm not going out on the mile. That's a death sentence. There has to be another way.
You've been a ranger long enough that too many people know your face and your name. Runners attract a lot of attention. If someone recognizes you and tips off May, this whole thing is shot. You, on the other hand, are just a deputy. It's pretty unlikely that a lot of people know you.
You don't have to do this. We'll find another way to get to Marco.
Oh, I'm up for it.
I hope that's not false bravado, Deputy, because this is life and death we're talking about.
You have played your hand well, Jade. Using the Rangers to eliminate a rival. Very clever.
From where I'm sitting, we're using each other.
If it's really as simple as asking May Divine for a meeting with Marco, then I guess that's all you need to do. We'll wait here for you. Try not to die. Will you?
You're really going to take on the mile, huh?
You have my attention.
All these credits
I hear May's
sitting
always
around on
looking
the
for
table.
new and returning runners for the Red Mile.
If you think you've got a chance in the Red Mile, talk to me. She's always happy to have more fodder for the beasties down there.
But what's involved in running the Red Mile?
Well, it's quite simple, really. Once you register with me, we'll have a little pomp and circumstance before sending you on your way out the big red door. Then it's a race to the buzzer at the other end of the course. You'll deal with obstacles and deadly creatures alike, while people up here place bets on how far you'll get. Make it back alive, and you'll stand to win riches and the admiration of your fans. I'm sure you can figure out what happens if you fail. Of course. And if you're thinking of running, just let me know. I'll be glad to sign you up.
I'm looking for a Marco Graziani. I understand you two are acquainted.
That is true. But Mr. Graziani values his privacy. What is your business with him? Exactly.
It's a private matter. I'd rather not discuss it.
Quite a leap of faith that you're asking me to take. I have no particular love for Marco, but he is a business associate. So I must protect my reputation. Fortunately for you, I'm in a generous mood. It's been too long since we've had proper entertainment. If you're willing to provide it, I'll give you Marco. Are you prepared to run the Red Mile?
I had a feeling you were going to ask me to do this.
Good. That means you've prepared yourself for what lies ahead. Once you've begun, I'll collect bets from our patrons who will place wagers on your survival.
Can I bet on myself?
I'm afraid not. But I'm sure your confidence will inspire our patrons to place substantial wagers on your survival.
I'll definitely be coming back alive.
That's what every runner says.
You definitely have at least 50-50 chance.
Now that we're clear on what's expected of you, are you ready to begin?
I'm ready. And I'm ready.
Good. Come with me and I'll introduce you.
There's something that's been troubling me. It's these eclectic mercenaries. They keep demanding free drinks. And when I refuse, they threaten me. This isn't what Boceifus and I was expecting to have to come up with. If you're sure, just
Your attention, please. Valued patrons and honored guests.
I hope you're enjoying your visit.
Things people will do to try and make money.
Has come to test the Red Mile! Now is your chance to get a good look at our fearless challenger as you contemplate your wagers. Do you see the fire in those eyes? What is that if not steely determination? I think you'll agree that we're in for quite a show! The rules are simple. Go through the door and take the elevator down to where the mile begins. Activate the beacon at the base of the tower you'll see in the distance. Once you've done so, return here alive and your run will be complete. Go now, runner, and see if you can survive the mile!
Such an enthusiastic crowd. Didn't know she'd be coming with me. Good, that guy. Gets the credit.
Now you'll bleed. I hope wherever you store that, the smell will not be an issue.
Don't lose the drama of it all if your companion comes with you. Looks like you're recording.
Let us try not to be responsible for any industrial-sized accidents while we are here.
We reach the stacks, trigger the flare, and make it fast. We can do this!
Really not that hard.
Always worth checking. Never know what you might find in their pockets.
Kind of anticlimactic, if you ask me. Well, unless something major happens between here and the Blue Dot, I'm a little underwhelmed with this. Give me a lot of whatever that is. I gotta take time to work on my crafting soon. Right now I'm filming all the December episodes I'm filming right now, so maybe when I'm done filming these episodes I'll work my crafting off camera. These guys didn't make it real far, did they? Oops. You don't seem too excited that I'm back.
I know it probably chafes at your sense of fairness, but the reality is that sometimes famous people get special treatment. Congratulations, runner. You have succeeded where most have failed. In fact, you seem none the worse for wear.
It's a cakewalk.
I'm not easily impressed. But you've managed to surprise me. As promised, I'll set up your meeting with Marco. I'll dispatch a courier to let him know you're coming. Please take a moment to relax and enjoy our hospitality. I'll return shortly.
If you are free soon, could we talk? I have been thinking about what we talked about before. The idea of purpose in one's life. We spoke of the difference between having a purpose and having goals. I believed myself right in the moment and dismissed what you were saying. But thinking more, perhaps I have been arrogant to assume I am right.
Are you
I have been single-minded in my pursuits. I have always believed the decisions I made were necessary, that there was no other option. I have sacrificed much to be where I am now. And I'm starting to wonder if it has been worth it. Is something amiss?
Yeah, well.
Right.
You better stop messing with my unit. They're gonna be.
Say something. You save it.
Consequences.
I think I'm.
You mean consequences like how you and your...
Okay, well, I guess whatever that conversation, if there was supposed to be a reply, I'm not going to get a chance to reply.
I mean, consequences like how you and your bloody
Okay.
are driving all the business out of Red Mile. Thanks to you, I'm barely
Yes?
able to fulfill my very lucrative contracts.
You'd rather go back to the
You do not
days
need to
this
ask me
place
if you may
raided
ask.
and plundered
You may
on a
just
regular
ask.
basis.
Sure, the occasional pirate raid would.
Thank you for asking.
The pirates and the guests would return.
Okay, well, if there was any kind of conversation with what she was saying, it was fucked up by
Well, it's not up to you.
her coming over there.
Meanwhile, here's
I
some
hear
free
you're one of the
advice.
runners to watch.
Next time you get drunk, try picking a fight with someone
You made
who
it.
isn't carrying a firearm. I can only hope
You're back. Are you okay?
they finally get tired of your BS.
Nothing I couldn't handle.
Really? Either the Red Mile's reputation is exaggerated or you're just that good. Anyway, I'm relieved you made it through okay.
Why? Afraid you'd lose all that work you put into your smuggling investigation?
I wouldn't expect you to understand. All you see in people is what you can get from them. I'm glad, because that was an incredibly brave thing you did. And we need rangers with that kind of courage. Also, I owe you an apology. I was pretty awful to you at first. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, you really were.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Just got me at a bad time. Now let's move on. Once you're on your way, I'll return to the Rock and let the Marshal know what's going on. Come home safe, Deputy. That's an order.
You always were the soft one, little sister.
Oh, go to hell. Or at least make yourself useful and get us some drinks.
I took this job so I could be here to see all the runners in person. Of course, most of them
Kick
I
back
like
and
once.
drink from the bar and enjoy yourself.
Back to the Rock. Talk to May Divine.
Sorry, friend. I don't do all of that.
Pardon.
Yes, what?
What I have to talk to May Divine? Oh, she was setting up the meeting. That's right. We're gonna talk to her.
You'll be talking to the underside of my boot if you keep trying to strike up a conversation.
See, it's so annoying that they do that when I wasn't trying to strike up a conversation.
Don't exist, therefore the Rangers will help you if you get into trouble out here.
Hey.
Well done. Don't see a lot of people survive the mile.
People will be talking about this for a while.
It sure didn't seem excited when I got back.
Time for me to keep my promise, runner? You can find Marco on Kodos aboard his ship. I'd advise you not to keep him waiting. He is not exactly patient.
What'd your message say about me?
Only that someone wanted a meeting. Don't expect to catch him unprepared. He keeps a sizable force of mercenaries aboard his ship as bodyguards.
What else can you tell me about?
He's intelligent, well-connected, and utterly ruthless. He's also a man of taste who appreciates the finer things. You'll find out soon enough what I mean.
I'm headed for Kodos.
Good. Travel safely, runner. Should you ever crave the challenge of the mile again, it will be here, waiting for you. Don't keep Marco waiting.
thing keeps me from kicking your ass.
See, having bouncers talk to you like that in a business establishment when you're just walking by is not good for business. That'd make me want to leave and not spend any money there. Just makes no sense why they'd do that. Why they'd put that in the game like this. Why would you go to a place where you'd be afraid you're going to get your ass kicked for saying a wrong thing or saying something that's perceived to be a insult or whatever? I wouldn't want to go to a place where I'm walking on eggshells.
You're handling this whole captain thing really well, you know.
Lifting off now.
And just like that, we're in space.
Nice jump. Right on target.
I thought he was aboard a ship. He is. Guess he's on the ground.
Landing signs good to go.
Anyone who allows us just to walk into a space like this is very, very confident. Or, I suppose, very insecure.
Beat the Red Mile, huh? Nice.
I guess I'm going in a good direction. Might have just took the long way around. I want a ship like this.
Are we impressed?
Derping birds.
Really, that is the goal. I think... No, never mind. I am not impressed. Ah,
the dulcet tones of classical piano. It really puts the soul at ease.
Look at that, no shadow on the wall.
Welcome. May's message didn't exactly make it clear why you wanted to meet with me. If you're looking for work, my organization is always in need of pilots and security personnel, willing to take risks.
Your organization?
You've heard of the First, I take it. I'm not just a member, I also help to fund the outfit through a network of independent traders. Of course, illicit goods are the most lucrative, so there is a constant need for skilled pilots.
I've got some questions about the First.
Ah, I see. You did well to find me. I'm not an easy man to locate. Though I suppose we haven't exactly been keeping a low profile lately. Given the nature of the contract, a degree of exposure was always a risk, but a calculated one. To be honest, I think the Major is all but spoiling for a confrontation with the Rangers. Still, I confess, I'm a little disappointed that the Marshal sent a deputy instead of a full-fledged Ranger.
Tread carefully, Marco. You underestimate the deputy at your peril.
And who might you be?
Call me Andreja.
Welcome to my home, Andreja. If I may be so bold, you possess a certain mystique. It's a pleasure to have you here.
The feeling is not mutual, and I am not the one with whom you should be trying to curry favor, Marco.
Your deputy friend here could have a bright future, assuming we all keep our heads.
I want details of the Fist operations, including who hired you.
I'm not sure you are grasping the situation here, Deputy. You were on my ship, outnumbered by my guards, who killed you without hesitation. I'm a businessman. If you expect me to cooperate, I'm going to want something in return. I won't tell you everything. I do still have some loyalty to my unit. However, I can point you in the right direction. In exchange, I want the Rangers to let me operate with a free hand.
No deals. Tell me what I want to know or face consequences.
I have a better idea. Instead, I tell you something you don't want to know. But you should. The Council of Governors is a group of greedy and corrupt liars who are using you and the other Rangers to protect their own interests. Do you really think they give a damn about the people of the Freestar Collective?
No more stalling, Marco. Either talk or get shot. Your choice.
Oh, I've already made it.
No other way for Gwyn.
Tell me, Andreja.
Best not to leave anything useful behind.
You should have given up!
Cowards.
No, we gotta make our way out of here. Any magazine? No, bunch of credit chits.
I'm going to end you!
Ordnance fire! I make this look easy. This is bad! You can't hope to win. This is for you!
Drake is going to town while I'm looting it up.
I cannot wait to kill you.
It doesn't look like there's a magazine in here.
You cannot beat me.
Those sure look like condom wrappers.
I'm going for it! Out of there!
We're the best there is!
He actually threw it in a good spot, but I didn't run that good spot.
Hello? What the?
We'll wipe out everybody.
Hell yeah! Let's go!
Well, these first cavalry guys aren't really that good. In magazines and food quarters, there might be a magazine. Weapons again. I guess there's no magazine in here or I missed it. Get moving. I'm heading. Going back to the rock. Right, we're at the rock. Ready to turn in, move on to the next part.
Helga says I spend too much time at my terminal. She's probably right. Hey there, Deputy. How goes the hunt for the first?
Far so good.
Good, good. If you ask me, I don't think they stand a chance. You're like an Ashta creeping silently through the high grass, waiting for your chance to pounce, and then boom! Down they'll go. So, did you get any more of those encrypted slates? Because, let me tell you, I am so close.
Of course, don't say you doubted me now.
Who, me? Doubt you? Not a chance, Deputy. I knew you were a natural the moment I laid eyes on you.
Gotta do next. Go to the meeting room.
Take a seat.
Sit down.
While you've been in the field, we've had more reports about farmers being threatened and attacked. Unfortunately, some didn't survive.
It's my fault. I haven't done enough to stop them.
Set those thoughts aside. Right now, I need you to focus. How's your investigation proceeding?
Going well. Once Alex cracks their encryption, we could learn a lot.
That's assuming he finds something useful. Otherwise, you'll be no better off than when you started.
How can you be so critical when you have done nothing to help?
This is Freestar Ranger business. I'll thank you to stay out of it.
Let's move on. I asked the other Rangers to share their opinions of you, and there are some things I want to go over. We'll start with Ranger Callow in Hopetown. She was grateful for your timely arrival, and impressed you had the guts to take on those pirates. Nia says you were respectful with Ron Hope and didn't push too hard. That shows me you were listening when I said to go easy on him.
I didn't like him much, but I did what I had to do.
Duty has to come before personal feelings. I'm glad you understand that.
Let's continue. We've got a detailed report from Ranger Price about your recent visit to Neon. He said you took on a syndicate loan shark to help an informant.
The informant was innocent. I had to help.
And you were right to do so. Helping people is our most important duty, even when you're conducting an investigation.
You got results, and that's what matters most. Price was impressed by that. Said you really took the initiative.
Ranger McMillan praised what she called your uncommon bravery and dedication. She said you took on the Red Mile so you could get a meeting with Marco Graziani.
It wasn't that bad. People out there are suffering. I couldn't let them down.
Sounds like you're starting to understand what it means to be a Freestar Ranger.
So what happened with Marco? I doubt he gave you that slate out of the kindness of his heart.
I tried to persuade him, but he wouldn't come quietly.
I suppose underestimating you was his last mistake. Damn. I thought if anyone could see reason, it'd be Marco. What about Maya Cruz? Her loyalty to Hull and the 1st Cavalry was stronger than most.
She didn't have much time left, so she wanted to end things on her own terms.
I guess I'd want the same thing if I were in her place.
Excuse me, Marshal?
Not now, Alex. We're in a meeting here.
I know, but this is important. I've done it. I've cracked the encryption on the slates. Now, I don't know exactly where the First are headquartered, but there are references to a place called the Factory.
The Factory? That was our nickname for the main facility where the mechs were manufactured.
Under the terms of the peace treaty, they shut all the mech factories down right after the war.
But they didn't destroy them. At least not all of them.
I'll go check it out.
The facility was on Arcturus 2. It could be a dead end, but if it's not, then you'd better be ready for a fight.
Be careful, Deputy.
We're off to Arcturus 2.
Perfect job.
Ooh, under attack.
They lost their shells. Tragic. Just tragic.
Frontier can take a hit, though. The way I got it built now. Wrong button. Oops.
Landing site's clear. All green here.
Every world with living things is a treasure. Leave it to humans to find inventive new ways to kill each other. At least they realized these mechs were a step too far.
Hey now.
Whoever laid claim to this place seems to be long gone.
The animations. They still need some work. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We'll walk through it. I got a little resistance to fire. Well, crap. Freaking landmines everywhere.
Always worth checking. Never know what you might find in their pockets.
I forgot to take my stuff and put it in the
Hello. I keep whatever you give me, yes? That is the deal?
I forgot to sell all this stuff. Wait a minute.
I am always willing to carry an extra weapon. Or two. Or
We're
three.
still close enough to the frontier. Let's try.
Until next time.
Resources. I'm still close enough to the frontier. Miscellaneous. Getting close. I gotta sell stuff. Let me get back into Andrea's inventory.
What did you need? I am happy to help shoulder the load.
It's a cool looking helmet. I'm getting distracted. Well, I could have just transferred it from her inventory, I guess.
Right.
Oop. I think we're good to go.
I'm a man of action. I've got no use for lies. So when I tell you that you're being manipulated, you know I'm telling the truth. You think the Council of Governors really cares about anything but themselves? They're greedy and corrupt. You're a tool in the hands of the unworthy, just like I once was. I was loyal. I followed orders, and I led good men and women to their deaths. I'll carry the stain of that dishonor to my grave.
Hello.
Best not to leave anything useful behind.
It finally has a scope on it. Oops, I hit the Q button like Fallout 4. That's number 5. Been waiting for a lawgiver with a scope on it, because I can't craft them yet. Well, so much for sneaking.
Are you prepared to die?
You can use a throw grenades better than Sarah. In here. It's just stairs going up. We got a rocket launcher or something over there.
Gonna bury you!
You cannot beat me. Never stood a chance.
Missed. Hey, damn it.
Grenade out!
I'm going to end you!
Take your best shot. Do they have anything of value?
Ouch.
This is for you. Bring it.
Okay, I like Andrea's combat dialogue better than Sarah's. a save here. Some of those dudes hitting kind of hard.
The 1st Cavalry was the greatest fighting force the Freestar Collective has ever seen. At the Battle of Mira, the 1st Cavalry was destroyed. Why? Because the generals got scared and asked for a truce. I've got no sympathy for cowards, or for the people who put them in power. I've also got no sympathy for those who do their bidding. And this means you.
Other way for it to end. I cannot wait to kill you.
The spoils of victory. Hopefully they amount to something. Give up already.
Picked up some other grenades. Work on my explosives too. Throwables. Oh, I only got one impact grenade. Well, I need to. I've been so used to not sniping. I need to work my sniping skills. love that mod.
Can succeed at that before we are discovered.
Heal up some here. Spacesuits. Oh, those spacesuits are ugly. I like the way that looks, but still a better suit. Won't be too heavy yet. Oh, I thought he was better than Sarah.
This is for you! Watch out! Victory!
Ouch, ouch. Grenades at me.
Takes all this to phrase, is it not? This is a pretty good firefight. Suck it up.
where that sucker's coming from.
Gonna make you suffer first!
Got another grenade.
Give up already. Prepared to die?
I'm gonna end
Is that everybody? Okay.
You come here seeking justice? Well, what about justice for my soldiers? Minutes away, minutes from winning the battle and the war, when the ceasefire order came down. Now there's a debt of honor, and the people who betrayed us, the people of the Free Star Collective, are going to pay.
This whole place is a testament to how devastating the war was. How determined both sides were to claim victory.
Probably worth some cash. feeling it's going to be another pretty good battle. Already? God dang it. They really need to work on their grenade skills.
You cannot beat me. Throwing. This is for you. Die today.
Take what you must. Leave the rest for the scavengers.
Focus. Take your best shot.
I'm going to end you!
I will have your head! It's not the best you can do.
believe it. You just took on some of the best mercenaries in the Freestar Collective and cut right through them. If we'd have had more like you in the war, we could have planted our flag in New Atlantis.
Didn't want to hurt anyone, but I had to defend myself.
You fought because you had to. And you fought well. Don't apologize for that. More importantly, you survived. Most soldiers don't. I know, because I'm the one who led them to their death. You don't know what it's like to look around and see the faces of warriors who trusted you to lead them as they die screaming. I watched brave men and women torn limb from limb by monsters. I saw mech pilots cooked alive in their cockpits as their machines burned. Those deaths didn't have to be meaningless, but spineless leaders gave up on us, even when victory was within our grasp.
Do not assume you know what others have or have not experienced. And none of it gives you the right to take innocent lives.
You don't know me, so don't preach to me about what I do or don't have the right to do.
You think hurting innocent people will avenge your fallen shoulders?
Innocent? Nobody is innocent while they allow corrupt leaders to take control. The Freestar Collective has lost its way. The dream that we fought for died a long time ago.
Who hired the Fist to seize the farmland and why?
You really want to know? Because you might not like the answer. Last chance, Deputy. You can walk away right now and remain blissfully ignorant, thinking you fight for a noble cause. But if you still want the truth, I'll shatter that illusion for you right now.
Nothing you're about to say will surprise me, so let's just get on with it.
We'll see about that. Not long after I started the First, I was contacted by a man who said he represented someone wealthy and influential. I refused to work for a shadow client, so he agreed to set up a meeting. Imagine my surprise when Ron Hope showed up. He offered me a lucrative contract to take possession of certain farms throughout Freestar space.
What's so special about those farms?
All I know is that after we cleared the place out, Hope was sending in some kind of machinery. Our job was to make sure nobody saw the operation.
How does a stolen Hope Tech ship tie in all this?
To keep the Rangers off the scent, Hope wanted to hit a lot of places quickly and finish whatever he was doing before word spread. We needed another ship to meet his timetable, so he gave us the intel necessary to steal one from his factory. It also let him play the victim and keep suspicion to a minimum.
And you accepted the contract?
Sure I did. The money was good, but the payback was the real reward. If I could avenge my men, make some credits, and eventually expose a member of the council, well, that, my friend, is my definition of justice.
Was it worth it, Hull? Do you really think you accomplished anything?
You think I've lost? Is that it? I haven't lost. You go find Ron Hope and tell him what I've told you. Then you can deal out whatever justice you see fit. You do your job, and I get one last piece of vengeance against the Council.
What he wants does not matter.
They should both face justice.
I'm bringing you in.
Don't bother.
Be ready for another fight.
I'm gonna make this easy for you, Deputy. I'm gonna die the way I lived. Weapon in hand, no compromise, no fear. But first, here, take this. Use it to cut out the weakness rotting at the heart of the Freestar Collective. When the next war comes, now my unit's waiting for me. And I'm gonna report for duty one last time. Goodbye, Deputy.
Someone or something will clean up whatever's left behind.
I think I accidentally hit the button to skip just a little bit of that conversation. That sucked. It's alright. So I'm going to Hopetown next. Alright, we're on our way to Hopetown.
Well, I won't pretend it was easy, but everyone pulled together and we got it done.
I'll let you share
Over here to confront Mr. Hope.
However you like.
Thanks. I appreciate that.
Off-worlders, nothing ever good comes from them.
Something more you need, Deputy? Good to see you again. Well, I've just received a report from the Marshal about your progress. He said you had a promising lead on the mercenaries who stole my ship. I trust you're here with good news?
Oh, learned something very interesting.
Did you now? Well, don't keep me in suspense.
I'm afraid Paxton Hall has implicated you in a conspiracy against the Freestar Collective.
Oh, the same Paxton Hall who was court-martialed during the Colony War? Well, I've never met the man, and I can't imagine why he'd make an accusation against me.
Hall kept your instructions to use as evidence against you. He knew we'd find him.
I see. I'm impressed, Deputy. It's clear you have a bright future ahead of you.
What's going on? What is this about, Mr. Hope?
Nothing that concerns you, Birgit. In fact, why don't you make yourself scarce?
I think I'd like to hear what the deputy has to say.
Tell me everything.
The cards are on the table. So why not? The truth is, we've been falling behind the competition. Significantly so. We needed solutions. A few years ago, I began to diversify. We started to research chemicals, fuel, those sort of things. We developed an experimental fertilizer. Oh, and it failed utterly. It wiped out entire crops. I was prepared to write the whole thing off when we made a discovery that changed everything. Turns out, our fertilizer was transforming the soil, bolstering its mineral content tenfold.
We used unwitting farmers to transform the soil.
Mining is expensive, and so is the cost of raw materials. My mineral-enriching fertilizer solves several problems at once. The farmers provide free manual labor, and once the land is ready, we move in to extract and process the soil.
You sit on the Council of Governors. You betrayed the very people you are supposed to represent.
I wish there'd been another way. But I had to play the hand I was dealt.
How could you possibly justify this?
Look around you. Everyone in this building, in this town, is depending on me. I provide the jobs that put food on their tables, clothes on their backs, and roofs over their heads. The fact is, the business hasn't been doing well lately. Without drastic action, cuts would become unavoidable. These people work hard for me, and they trust me to do the same in return. I cannot, I will not let them down.
You used the first to seize the farmland and keep the operation and kept the operation a secret.
I never intended for anyone to be hurt. I told Hull to buy the land, not take it by force. Unfortunately, farmers can be stubborn folk. And I couldn't risk any witnesses.
I can't believe what I'm hearing. How could you do something so awful to innocent people, to families?
Not another word out of you, Birgit. I can take your job, and more. We'll discuss this later. In any case, I suppose the gig is up. I give you my word that I'll call off the operation and return the land to its rightful owners.
It's not enough.
You're right. Yeah, those families deserve to be compensated for the inconvenience. Perhaps a discount on their next purchase from HopeTech.
They might not be so keen to purchase a ship built with the blood of their compatriots.
With that resolved, let's talk about you. As a member of the Council of Governors, I'm authorized to award you a substantial bonus. And of course, we'll both agree to forget about my little cost-cutting endeavor.
You're going to turn yourself in, and I'll be telling the Marshal everything.
Well, let's not be too hasty, Deputy. There's something else you need to consider. I'll do what's necessary to protect my company and my employees. If you tell anyone about this, you're risking their livelihoods. Do you really want to put all these people out of work and make their families suffer?
Like you made those farmers suffer?
But on a much larger scale, yes.
I don't want anybody to suffer. I want justice.
Justice can be complicated, Deputy. Sometimes the cost of exacting justice is greater than the cost of doing nothing. I'll make myself very plain. I won't let you jeopardize my reputation, this company, or the people who work for me. If that means you suffer an unfortunate incident at the hands of my security personnel, so be it. I'm important. You're nothing.
You're not actually threatening to attack a Freestar Ranger, are you?
You have overestimated your position, Mr. Hope.
Bribes and threats aren't going to work on me.
Such a shame to see a promising career cut so tragically short.
I'm hit!
Gotta be kidding me.
Extra ammunition is always welcome if they have any.
Yes.
He tried to have you killed. I don't understand. Mr. Hope always seemed like such a good person. But everything he said about the farmers and hiring those mercenaries, it was so awful.
You alright?
I'm just a little in shock. I'm still not sure I understand what happened. A conspiracy to steal farmland? It's just so hard to believe. That's not the Ron Hope I know.
He cared about the people loyal to him, but nobody else.
The first part is true. He always looked out for us, for his employees.
Doesn't justify what he did.
No, of course not. But there was more to him than that. He had a genuinely good side, a caring side. And now he's... You killed him.
I didn't want to kill him.
Nobody should ever want that. Especially when it means killing someone who meant so much to so many people. What happens to us now?
There must be a second in command.
That would be Elana. Elana Nwankwo. She seems pretty capable. Maybe we'll be okay after all. I guess we'll have to figure things out. Find a path forward.
There are uncertain times ahead for you, but they will pass.
Looks like we head back to the marshal. Alright, we're back to talk to the marshal.
Hey, deputy.
Join us, deputy.
You're back. Good to see you back safe, deputy. What's the word on the mech factory? Were the mercenaries hiding out there?
Your guess was right on the money. It was their base.
I take it that they weren't too much trouble for you, given that you're standing here. Did you find out why the first was taking over farms?
Ron Hope hired the first to grab farmland.
What? Ron Hope? That's one hell of an accusation, deputy.
Are you really that surprised? Hope's always had a reputation as a man who'd do anything to succeed.
He's on the damn council, Emma.
So he can make laws favorable to his business interests. Sure, he's known to look after his people, but do you really think he gives a damn about some farmers on Montara Luna?
Did Hope explain his motives at all?
You supplied the farms with an experimental fertilizer. It boosted the soil's mineral content but killed the crops.
That has a familiar ring to it.
I recall hearing about some Hope Tech initiative to help farmers. At the time, I just figured it was a PR stunt. Seems a little more sinister now.
Please, tell me you've got some evidence to back up these extraordinary claims.
These are Hope's instructions to Paxton Hall.
All right, let's see what you've got. Interesting. Yeah, this is pretty damning. Especially this last bit about destroying the slate. And you confronted Hope about this?
He and his men attacked me. He didn't survive the confrontation.
Damn. This is going to send shockwaves throughout the Freestar Collective. If the people can't trust their leaders, anarchy could follow.
Have a little faith, Daniel. We're not the United Colonies. One bad apple won't spoil the whole damn barrel.
Easy for you to say. You ain't the marshal.
Not yet, but you ain't gonna live forever, old man.
While we've got you here, there's one last piece of business to take care of. Emma, would you please?
With pleasure, Marshal. When you first joined us, I told you that you'd undergo an evaluation process. There's one thing left to do. A simple question. Do you feel ready to wear the badge of a full-fledged Freestar Ranger?
It would be an honor.
Good. Duty and honor are the backbone of the Freestar Rangers. Marshal, I approve the deputy for advancement to the rank of Ranger.
Thank you, Ranger Wilcox. In your time serving as a deputy, you've shown exceptional courage, fearless tenacity, and a high regard for the safety of our citizens. By the authority granted to me by the Council of Governors, I hereby promote you to the rank of Ranger. Here's your badge. Wear it with pride. But don't forget the solemn responsibility it represents.
Well done.
Thank you for having faith in me.
You've shown that faith was well placed. Let's hear it for our new Ranger.
Well done.
All right. Great job, Ranger.
And your very own Star Eagle class starship with no registration fee required. Okay.
Congratulations. The promotion's well earned.
Alright, so let's see what we got here. Arrow. Alright, I like that. Any kind of new weapon? Justifier. 82. It's better than that one. Your space helmet. I like the way it looks, but it's not as good as that UC equipment. So back to the UC equipment. You know what? Sometimes you just got to be a little fashionable. Alright, so let's take a look at this ship. Right. Looking really cool. This will be the... I ain't selling that one. I gotta have stuff to work with here. Right. Well, thanks for watching. We're going to call it for this episode. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Take care of each other. Be good to each other. Be careful out there in this world. It's a dangerous place right now. I'll catch you next video.